This is from The Hollywood Reporter. Pluribus boss Gordon Smith addresses anti-AI subtext, says it's less rich to spell things out. Smith acknowledges another prominent theory that the show is commenting on political division, but there's an under-discussed topic he raises after episode 3 of Rhea Seehorn starring a series from Vince Gilligan. So for those that aren't familiar, this is not really a spoiler because I learned this just from the show's info section. It's actually, I guess they have to release this information before you see the first episode, despite the fact that, like, watching the episode. Anyway, the point is, humans get a signal from outer space. It is an RNA sequence. They put the sequence together. It accidentally infects humans, turning humans into a hive mind. Mm-hmm. And it's really interesting. I watched the first couple of episodes. And without getting into any spoilers in particular, as it pertains to the AI conversation, the gist of the show is 12 people on the planet are not effective. They're immune for some reason. But every human becomes one. And they refer to themselves as us. And there's a guy in the show, and he's like, is this the end of the world? Is it wrong? So I'm curious, with this new show coming out, I was thinking about it. No murder. Everybody just one with each other, working towards a shared common goal. But it sounds like a nightmare dystopia.
It's zombie paradise.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Zombie paradise. What do you guys think?
I mean, I watched for the first episode. I also thought it was kind of like they're probably going to explore this in later episodes and like whether there's positives and positives and negatives to it. But I mean, is it just a human thing where you feel this need to be individual? Because I know some of my friends in Japan don't feel a similar drive to be individual. It's a very different culture fundamentally. So I don't know.
Well,
I'm excited to see what they do.
I'm curious as to how they even do a show, to be real. Because basically there's two characters.
Yeah.
There's the woman and
Everyone else.
and the hive.
Yeah.
And whenever she talks, like, there are actors and actresses who play, you know, hived humans or whatever, but it's one character. And it's just like they'll all talk in unison sometimes.
Yeah. I thought it was, there was a fun, I only saw the first episode. That was a funny moment when, I won't give too much away, when she's sitting in her house after everything goes down and the TV goes on.
Yeah.
It was like a very interesting feeling. You know, I haven't seen a lot of other shows, unlike maybe The Leftovers, but they did deliver the mind virus via chemtrails. I don't know if everyone saw that.
Yep. Okay, spoilers for episode 1 because it's been out for a little while, but this is interesting stuff. The scene is they're outside a bar and they look up and there's all these planes spraying chemtrails. Yeah. The nasty part was when the scientists grabbed the donut and started licking them.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was great how it accelerated so quickly. It also remind people of lockdowns too.
They're evil.
They are, for sure.
So I guess we're going to get into spoilers a little bit because we have to, but only to episode 2 because I haven't seen episode 3 yet. So the people who've seen episode 3, feel free to spoil it for me if I'm going to spoil the rest for everybody else. But one of the in the first episode, what happens is people start getting infected and their brains start linking. And I guess the main character is like a lesbian. Is that what it is?
Yeah. I almost tuned out when I saw that.
To be honest, I was just like,
oh,
stop.
Goodness.
Stop. I was like, I thought it was her publicist. And then she's like,
was.
hey, baby. And I was like, come on, guys. Do you really have to keep doing this kind of stuff? I get it.
Come on, this is Trump's America. Do we need this?
No, it's just that it's always ham-fisted.
Yeah.
Like, bro, if 1 in 10 episodes had a gay couple, I'd be like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
But when literally every single show, everyone's gay, and I'm like, we get it, dude, you're gay. But anyway, her lesbian significant other dies. And then you find out, spoiler alert, I warned you, you find out 866 million people died in the chemtrail spray mass infection. Yeah. And she makes this point in one episode, she's like, you never gave anybody a choice. You forced them, and then an eighth of the planet, a seventh of the planet died.
I was thinking we're watching predictive programming roll out right before our very eyes.
Bro,
now
just
we know
like
it.
Utopia.
I was just going to say, just like Utopia, because that was happening right before COVID, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen Utopia? Bro, you don't know what it's about. So
what is it on? What
was it? Amazon?
Actually,
They canceled
I
the
know
show.
about it. I didn't watch it.
They canceled the show not because it was doing well. They canceled it because people freaked out. All right, so the show Utopia is about a tech billionaire who believes the world is overpopulated. So he makes fake meat and things like that to try and reduce carbon footprint, but it's not working. So he orchestrates a fake pandemic so they can rush through an untested vaccine through Congress and it's not a joke.
This was before COVID.
Yep. It's not a joke. To mandate the vaccine to everybody, but secretly the vaccine just sterilizes you. And here's the best part. The characters in the show, there's a comic book called Utopia that was written by someone who apparently had knowledge of the plot. And when you look at the comic, there's hints as to what they're going to do next in this conspiracy. Isn't that a ridiculous story? I mean, for us,
Ridiculous.
they just rushed through a vaccine and mandated it, and we had a piece of media that laid out exactly what people thought was happening. So for that reason, they canceled the show because people were freaking out about it.
Or because people had already seen it. It's like, I know the plot.
What if this Pluribus thing is the same thing?
That's what I was.
The AI is going to, bro, this is Neuralink. When we're all Neuralinked, you might think, actually, I'll put it like this. Bro, we're already in this right now. Because with Twitter, you log on, what you see is how you behave. We are in a miniature version of the Hive already. Right. Elon could go on X, like Elon and Zuckerberg could get together and be like, make sure people only see corn is the healthiest meal you could possibly ever eat.
True.
And then everyone logs on and they keep seeing these videos. Influencers then say, I want to get 1 million views. I'm going to make a video about eating corn. And then all of a sudden, everybody's dressed like corn, driving around ethanol corn cars. If they decided that's what they're going to program our minds to be.
Dude,
what happens when you plug our brains in?
Isn't the Hive we're supposed to be coming together, and aren't we like going farther apart? Like,
well, there's two competing.
two competing.
But what happens?
Hives.
What happens when everybody gets Neuralink implanted, and then you plug your brain in, and now X is happening in a fraction of a second instead of you scrolling through. You're seeing everything all at once. To you inside your own mind, you would feel like an individual. You just being influenced and knowing what people are thinking. Outside of the Hive, everybody would seemingly be working in unison, maintaining they were individuals while they all march in lockstep.
Yeah.
Right.
I
That's
think
what I
we're
was kind of
kinda
thinking
over
about. Was
there.
like seeing it the left being like the current thing, people being like the current year, current thing. That's what I kept thinking of the whole episode, seeing it like the same exact paradigm. But you're right, it's two separate competing things. Because on the right, a lot of people have the similarities of thought because of the way Twitter works. But you're right, it takes place in a fraction of a second.
You want to know?
10 minutes.
You know what's really scary about the show Pluribus? The human Hive, the collection of all human experiences on the planet, is a leftist.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
They're like, we're vegetarians, and we always welcome pleasure.
Yep.
And I'm like, they're degenerate vegans.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
The Hive is literally just woke.
And the show came out on the heels of the news of 3i Atlas, people hearing a signal from it and believing it might have been the WoW signal. And then this show came out, and then they're hearing the signal. You know, it was pretty weird. And then trying to decipher it.
So when's 3i Atlas supposed to come back? Like 2 weeks, right?
I don't know. That story kind of died out. Maybe because I haven't followed.
Because it's behind the sun.
Well, it was. I think they said it might have changed direction or something, or the tail changed direction.
Last I heard was that it's next going to be visible.
Okay.
Coming around at beginning of December.
All right.
So people claimed there was a signal coming from this comet 3i Atlas, but the origin point when they trace back its orbital path is the same vector of the sky where the WoW signal came from.
Right.
So people are like, a signal wasn't sent in advance. Now this thing is heading our way. Some people are putting out this nonsense saying that once it went around the sun, we got blasted by this massive G4 coronal mass ejection. But Ben Davidson was like, stop, no, it's not happening.
Yeah.
Do any of these people have kids that are doing this? I'm just wondering. 'Cause
Which
my
ones?
My mind shares on like how to keep a 7 and a 9-year-old like from
agree.
killing each other,
Yeah.
and how to grow into great human beings. And like, where's all this stuff coming from?
Well, there's a lot more. There are.
You got a new one, right? Like, do
What's
you
that?
think of anything else other than keeping your newborn alive? Like, I don't understand. Sorry for changing the topic, but like, where are people coming up with this stuff?
No, but I think that's a great point. The people that are coming up with this likely are not having kids, right? If you don't have a hopeful outlook for the future, you're not going to have kids. And like having children is a manifestation of belief that there is hope for the future, because you wouldn't have kids if not. And we're, the reproduction of people isn't happening. Our replacement rate is incredibly low, or we're not meeting the replacement rates. So I think that the lack of having families is emblematic of people looking at society and saying, oh, I'm just going to live for me, live for today, because whatever doomsday scenario they prefer, right? Whether it be the seas are going to rise because of global warming, or our planet's on fire. You listen to kids that are children of left-leaning parents, and they sound like Greta. You know,
Remember when they were saying we have 12 years to live?
Oh yeah, and this was
Little kids.
15 years ago.
Right.
Now she's like, Israel is climate change. And
Yeah,
we're
you
like,
got to
what?
rebrand. Yeah.
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 Okay.
But I think there's some substance to that. People aren't having children, and it's probably a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like, people don't have kids because they don't have hope for the future. And I think a lot of that is because society has told people, hey, don't have kids. It's better for the environment if you don't have kids. That's a narrative that you see all the time. And I think all these things are connected.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.